Look at these sad, depressing seats that came out of the Mustang. They look terrible. But, I mean, it is an 88, so you'd expect them to look something like this. They weren't terribly uncomfortable. They're just dirty and ripped and, you know, crappy. What is up, losers? I don't know if you guessed it yet, but we're talking about seats today. Mustang seats, to be exact. I've been working on the interior of the Mustang, trying to get it kind of squared away, kind of livable. It's pretty nasty right now since I took the seats out, and me and Ronnie are trying to get the cage cut down and painted and put in. So it's not in great shape right now. It needs a good vacuum, a good wash. It could use some really cool interior pieces. But fortunately, I have some of those on order. I already got some seats in, I got some harnesses in, and we're going to review those today. The seats are eBay seats. The harnesses I got off Amazon. They're both relatively inexpensive, but I was pretty surprised when I got them in. They look good, they feel good. We're going to look at them in a second, but we're going to walk over to the fun truck real quick. We're going to walk over to the hard body real quick. Natasha. Look at Natasha over there, looking good with her new fenders, her pretty white wheels. She got new seats. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the seats that I bought off of eBay for Natasha. I bought NRGs. These NRG Prismas, they seem to be fairly popular these days. They have some really interesting colors. I like these seats a lot. They feel really good, they're comfortable, they're solid. I paid almost 800 bucks for the pair of these. They came with these NRG brackets, but they did not come with sliders or brackets to bolt to the truck. They're fading a little bit on the corners already. Not as bad as they look on this camera, but they're just fading a little bit because they're in a lot of direct sunlight. I need to get tint. Tint for Natasha. Anyways, like I said, those were almost 800 bucks for the pair, and they came with the brackets. I thought they were a pretty good deal. They look good, they feel good. And that's what you want out of seats. You know, you want them to hold you, feel secure, all nice and cozy and whatnot. So now that we've seen the NRGs, we are gonna go and look at these other ones that I bought off eBay. I think I bought them for less than half the price of the NRGs. I bought them for about 330 bucks, all said and done, for 2 seats, and they came with sliders, which is nice if they work. Sliders don't always work. Sometimes if you go with a aftermarket seat bracket and try to put sliders on top of it, sometimes it sits you a little bit too high. I've been reading on some forums and some people complain about that, just sitting like an inch or two higher than they did in their factory seats, and it's kind of off-putting. All right, okay, my lights in here are a little yellow, so these aren't quite as brown as they look on the camera. They're tan. They're kind of, I would say, a dark tan. I'm not exactly sure how they look on the camera yet. I can see the back of the camera, yes, but I don't know. They look kind of orangish with these lights up here. These lights are making them look kind of orangish. Anyways, so these are the seats that I bought. 2 seats, 330 bucks. They are reclinable, which is something that I wanted for the Mustang. I don't know why. I just find reclinable seats are more comfortable. I like being able to adjust the back without the bottom of the seat, like right here, without it tilting upwards. All right. First of all, these things feel amazing. They feel great. They're super tight. They're bolstery. They have like a few wrinkles in a few places, but if you go out to like, if you go to like an aftermarket upholstery guy, when he redoes your seats, like they're not going to be perfect. They're going to look great. They're going to feel great, just like these, but they're not going to be perfect in every way. And these aren't. I wouldn't say these are perfect, but they feel great and they look amazing. That's one thing, like right when I unboxed them, that was one thing that really struck me is like I pulled one out and I just thought it looked and felt amazing. I don't know if other seats come with these plastic or metal, aluminum, whatever. I mean, these are plastic, it's whatever. The bottoms look good. I like the material they're made with. It's kind of like a pseudo carbon fiber look. It looks like it's woven. It's not. All these, and this is not real leather. These are like, you know, they're made of some sort of plasticky rubber or whatever. I have no idea. They feel good though. They feel kind of leathery. They've got standoffs right here up under the material, and they're threaded for whatever bolts. I haven't checked what size yet. I haven't gone to get any, but I assume if I get like a seat bracket from like Planted or from one of the other companies out there, they usually have like 100 different holes on the bottom. I'm sure they'll match up to something. And if they don't, we can always drill something out. Like I said, I would like to use sliders on these, but I'm afraid that if I use sliders plus an aftermarket bracket that they're going to sit too high. So I'm probably not going to end up using sliders. We'll see. A lot of complaints that people have with inexpensive seats like this are the plastic parts. I mean, you can see like the mechanism works, but a lot of people complain that these plastic parts break off after a while. I have no idea. I'm not worried about it. Me and Ronnie have a welder, so if this plastic part ever breaks off, we'll just weld a metal part on there. Big freaking deal. Anyway, they look good, they feel good, they smell good. They smell new, almost like a new car. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say about these seats. We're gonna put these in the Mustang. I'll drive it around, maybe hit a drift event, whatever, and maybe we'll review them later. Maybe we'll review these versus the NRG seats and see what we think of both. The NRG seats obviously are fixed back. We have sliders on the NRG seats and aftermarket brackets. My aftermarket brackets I think are Recaro or Corbeau, one or the other, on Natasha with the NRG seats. These come with their own sliders, which I thought was cool. Let me grab these right here. For the price, I thought coming with their own sliders was a pretty good deal. You can see the sliders there, and they come with this little, you know, little pull-up bar thingy. But they come with hardware and everything. A slider for each seat for $330. I mean, from what I've seen so far, you can't really beat this deal. If you want something like legit brides, Recaros, something like that, you're going to end up paying $1,200 to $2,500 for a pair of seats. You know, maybe they're worth it, maybe they're not. I have no idea. I've never paid that much for seats. I bought those NRGs, I bought these. We're gonna try them out and see how they do. If I wreck and these fold me in half and crumple me up, I'll be like, oh, I was wrong. But, you know, that remains to be seen. All right, I thought I would get in here and get some close-ups of what the seat looks like up close, the stitching and whatnot. I mean, for $330, I thought it was pretty good, you know. Like I said, the material feels good. They're real comfortable to sit in, which is, you know, kind of important when you're talking about seats for your car. And this is the other one over here. You know, the same build quality. And then I'll flip them around so you can see the backs, the material that's on the back. The hinges and the reclining mechanism. All right, let's talk about these harnesses. Okay, when I unpacked these harnesses, I thought the exact same thing that I thought about the seats. These harnesses are about $105, $110 a piece off of Amazon. They're made by 50 Cal Racing. I had never heard of them before. They say they make harnesses for side-by-sides and for cars. These are 3-inch width straps. They have padding right here on the shoulder, which is super nice and super thick. I like it a lot. The color, this purple color, is super bright and shiny, which I dig also. Their closure right here, this is a 4-point harness. So you would just put your arms in here. A lot of harnesses don't have this. Some do, some don't. But you can snap this right here over your chest, and then you connect this right here. There's a little Velcro thing. So when you're putting it together, you slide this. Let's see if I can do this with my right hand. You slide this into here, and this rocks back, and a little piece comes right up through the middle there, and you lock it down like that. And then this piece, which is nice, it Velcros down, and so it's like that. It has a little leather piece that goes behind the closure. This closure is really thick and heavy, by the way, which is nice. It has this leather piece that's, you know, soft on the other side, and it goes behind the closure so it doesn't like get hooked up in your clothes or pinch you or anything like that. It's pretty nice. All this is adjustable. Obviously, the only thing that I saw that I thought was weird was that these right here are usually clips, and they usually clip onto the eye bolts. Like this back piece would clip onto the eye bolt that goes through the cage, but it's not a clip. It's an eye bolt itself. You can put clips on here, like you can undo this and buy clips to put on here, or I guess you could just run the eye bolt. Or I guess you could just run a bolt through this with a washer, run it through this, and then through the cage where you would normally put the eye bolt. I don't know. I need to do a little more research on this. But usually, I think these are clips, and they clip onto the eye bolts. I might end up switching to that. I may not. We'll see. Man, I don't have too much more to say about this. I mean, for the seats and the harnesses, we're going to have links, our Amazon affiliate links, down in the description of the video. So if you want to buy these seats or these harnesses, you can just go to that link and buy it, and it'll actually support our channel if you do that, and we would appreciate that. Like I said, the seats were about $330 for the pair. The harnesses were about $105 or $110 each, so it ended up being, say, $220 for the harnesses and $330 for the seats. So say $550 out the door for seats, sliders, and harnesses. And they look great and they feel great. But we won't know until we get them in the car and we drive around in them. Let's go back out and look at the car and look at my roll cage because it's pretty. Dang, look at my new headlights. Pow! So I'm thinking about ordering a purple steering wheel because purple is going to be the accent color for this car, if you haven't guessed. I've got a shift knob coming from, I ordered it from a guy in Russia. I like supporting small businesses. I like just supporting individuals, you know? I don't like buying shift knobs off eBay or off Amazon where they're like, you know, they're made in bulk in China or something like that. I'm not a big fan. So what I did is I found this guy on Instagram that makes shift knobs, and maybe I'll put his Insta down in the description, but he makes custom paints shift knobs, and it's going to be like my cage over here. It's going to be like half purple and half yellow. It should be on its way already because I can't imagine it took too long to friggin' paint a shift knob. Anyways, yellow and purple, that's what it's going to be. I'm hoping to be able to repaint the car like the original yellow. I really dig that yellow, so I'm hoping to repaint it, and I'd like to get some purple vinyl on the side, and then maybe some like reflective gold or reflective silver vinyl would be pretty dope. I don't know, we'll see. If y'all have any ideas, put them in the description below. I'm thinking fender mirrors too. If you like fender mirrors, I said the description below. Put it in the comments below. If you like fender mirrors, put that in the comments below, because I'm having trouble deciding. If y'all have designs, like a vinyl design for my car, hit us up. Be like, hey, I got this great vinyl design. Y'all should use it. But for now, that's it. I got to pull the injectors on this. Got to put a fuel pump in that. Man, I got to make door cards for that. Me and Ronnie have so much work to do. It's ridiculous. Anyway, buy our stickers, buy our shirts, go on Teespring. All of that, links in the description below. Check it out. We'll see y'all later. Peace.